Look around. Everything you've been told about how the world works is cracked, fragile, and built on illusions that suffocate ambition. The system sells you freedom, but chains you to invisible rules. It preaches equality, but rewards those who settle for average. It offers comfort, but slowly kills the fire inside you. Right now, somewhere deep inside, you know this is true. You feel it as frustration grinding your soul, as anger burning toward the empty promises that cage you. You're not alone. There are millions who ache the same way, stuck in a game rigged against those who actually want to build something real, something new. What tears you apart isn't your lack of skill or drive. It's that the world denies the very idea of becoming more. It processes you, boxes you, makes you small to keep itself standing. But what if the chains could be broken? Not tomorrow, not someday. Today, right now. Imagine a network, not a crowd, but a tight web of innovators, founders, investors, leaders who refuse to be silenced, who refuse to bow to the illusions that drain your energy and your dreams. These aren't vague ideas or empty pep talks. This is the battle plan for reclaiming your power, for ripping down the walls the old world put up to keep you in line. First, throw away every comfortable belief about capitalism you learned. The old capitalism is dead or dying. The bloated system that rewards mediocrity, protects the privileged, and punishes risk. The system is no longer about growth or creation. It's about maintaining the status quo, about controlling the many by limiting the few who strive for more. Your mission right now is to see through the smoke and mirrors, to own the brutal truth. Freedom is a fight, not a gift. And if you want to win, you must become more than just one fighter. You must connect with others who share your vision. Second, stop chasing broad audiences and shallow networks. Your power lies not in quantity, but quality. The moment you align yourself with the few, those who burn with the same fire, those who carry the brutal scars of failure and the wild spark of breakthrough, you create a force the system cannot stop. Do not settle for surface connections or simple partnerships. Seek out fierce collaborators, founders who have stared into the abyss and stepped back stronger, investors who don't just hand money, but bring battle-tested insights, leaders who break the rules to build new ones. Together, you are an unstoppable chain, forged in the fires of shared purpose. Do not wait for permission. Do not ask for validation. Nobody will hand you an invitation to this new world. You carve your path alone, but never isolated, because your weapon is connection. Act like your network is your fortress and your sword. Build it obsessively. Reach out relentlessly. Host hidden meetings, mastermind groups that burn so hot with ideas they melt the old frameworks. Create spaces where radical ideas aren't just tolerated, they're demanded. Where the only question is, how can we solve this problem so thoroughly that the old system can't hold us back? Now, to destroy the illusions of the economy, you must flip what you think you know about capital itself. Capital isn't just money, it's influence, credibility, ideas, resilience. Demand that your capital works to break limits, not preserve comfort. Invest your time, your money, your reputation only into ventures that dare to think beyond profit margins, that challenge mortality with innovation, that reject legacy for disruption, push toward ventures that build post-national ideas, that transcend borders and outdated loyalties. Drag capital away from slow bureaucracies and into the hands of creators who refuse to conform. You won't find this path on any map. You have to build it with every action, every decision. Embrace diversity, not boredom with sameness, but wild, uncompromising variety in thought, origin, belief. This diversity isn't a distraction. It's your core strength. The old world punishes difference. Your new network thrives on it. Tolerate no limits on what each member brings. The moment you start judging by identity or status, you let the system win. You create walls instead of bridges. Force yourself to see people as their ideas, their relentless drive, their refusal to accept limitations. Every day, demand more from yourself and your network. Meritocracy is not a buzzword. It's a brutal reality. The world used to hand power to who was born into it, who wore the right label. Now, power must be earned and re-earned every single day with results, innovation, breakthroughs. Don't wait for the system's permission to prove your worth. Show up relentlessly. Grind unpredictably. Deliver shock and awe in every project. If what you bring doesn't transform reality consistently, you lose your seat at the table. No excuses, no safe spaces for mediocrity. And here's the most important secret. Absolute freedom isn't free. It isn't the absence of rules. It's the power to choose and create your own rules. You don't have to fit into any inherited box, nationality, tradition, identity. Your allegiance is to your mission, to transcending limits, to the collective becoming of a new human story. Imagine a world where leadership means lifting everyone around you, not controlling or owning them. Imagine capitalism as a tool to build impossible futures, not just fill pockets. Imagine a network of rebels who own their freedom and use it to shatter every chain the system throws at them. But none of this will come easy. The old world fights back with everything it has: complacency, cynicism, fear. Every time you dare to break free, the system tries to pull you back with whispers of doubt and chains of obligation. Here's the command: resist. Refuse every false comfort. Burn every bridge that leads back to mediocrity. Build your network like your life depends on it, because it does. Create autonomous alliances where every member is driven not by convenience, but by obsession with transcendence. Share brutally honest feedback. Challenge each other to grow and destroy every illusion you've ever believed about what's possible. To every founder sitting on the edge of breakthrough, to every investor starving for meaning, to every leader tired of scripted roles, this is your moment and your call to arms. You are not missing potential. You are missing connection. This connection is the secret weapon to dismantle every economic illusion, to tear down the fake rules and build a new reality founded on drive, merit, freedom, and radical synergy. Act now. Build your network of fire. Fuse ideas like electricity. Demand freedom without apology. The old world will crumble, not because it fails, but because you refuse to feed it anymore. You are the few, the fierce, the unbreakable. Together, you will remake everything.